There we go. There we go. Where we go. Where we go. Where we at? Where are we? Where are we? Actually, I got some neat things in the paper today. Yeah. Yeah. Let me see what this looks like. Who's all here? God, Joe. God bless you, Joe. I'd be so lonely without you. Let's see. Let me get on some of the stuff here. See what's working, what doesn't work. YouTube, Joe. Naima's there. Naima's there. Naima's there. Well, I'll talk about the stuff, in the headline a little bit later, but what I want to know for WAG. Look at WAG. It's actually wagwalking.com. Now, this is one of the things, I didn't put it up there yet, but don't forget about Facebook. Free Money News on Facebook. I'm going to put that up here and a couple other things that I didn't put links up yet, but I will. And this is an app, but what's more important about this app, that WAG, oh, let's see, did I, where is that? Oh, no, I lost it, no, maybe I didn't. Oh, gosh, what happened? I'm sorry. Damn. Periscope, all of a sudden it bounced off. It went offline. Now I got, okay, I got to write that in again. 327. Grant. Okay, let's see, government grant. Government. God, it takes me so long to thumb this, huh? Government grant. Grant sources to live on, Liveon. And you can use that when you start a business. B-U-S-I-N-E-S-S. Okay, comma. Go to school. To school. S-C-H-O-O-L. Or find a job. Okay, now that's Lesko, L-E-S-K-O dot. Oh, damn, not now. Where the hell did you go? Where the hell did you go? Oh, it's find a job. Oh, maybe it's done. Maybe. Let me see if that is good. Let me go on the Periscope and see. I know somebody gets ticked off when I have to do all this stuff, but I don't know another way except just do it. And let's see. How many watched the our leader last night? Live on, start a business, huh? Anybody watch it? Anybody interested? You're good. Don't worry. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Okay. No. Okay. We're on Periscope. So we're okay. Yeah. Good. Because Periscopes, people have really been increasing. The other sites I think are getting sick of me a little bit. You know, there's only so much you can put up with me. Maybe that's why I have some ex-wives, or that happens. But, oh, let's see. I want to put on a little bright, a little blue. Missed it. You missed it last night. Yeah, I was half listening it, read it, you know, a bit this morning. Oh, let me tell you about WAG. WAG walking. Okay, now this is incredible to me because they just raised. Now this is a new dog walking service with an app that gives you follows your dog too. You know, and I guess it's an app like you hire a dog walker and you could see them on the app walking your dog or something like that. I didn't read it in detail, but there's a couple reasons why this is important. At least for me, there's a venture capital firm. You know, they just gave these people. Oh, I gotta get my other glasses. Get the reading glasses on. Okay, $300 million. Okay, a dog walking app. $300 million. And these are no just wackos, just a lot of money. These are professional investors. You know, it's called SoftBank Vision Fund, and they have $100 billion. They invest in companies. But so they're to a dog walking company. Now the reason they're doing that, now this is the important part, the reason they're doing that because they feel this business is booming, okay? You know, pets, pet care, dog walking. Apparently millennials now aren't having children. They can't afford it because they got student debt. Except rich people like Naima, you know, they were having children, so they're not having children, so they're getting pets. And they're usually 1 or 2 yuppies if they're a family, and so they're working all day and everything. What do you do with a pet? So now that's a service. And they see this is growing so quickly that somebody's thinking that are going to invest $300 million in something like that. Now, I have if you go to letsgo.com/tutor, I have a little ebook that shows you about the new kind of businesses you could set up around this stuff. I mean, there's all kinds of things, and there's platforms to help you do it. And see, this is, to me, one of the ways that you can use, you know, the ways to start business. I mean, that now they're saying, and you heard me say this before, I'm sure, that like half of us will be in the gig economy within about 10 years. Now it's about 20–30% or something. But see, there's all kinds of things now around pets, and that's just a service business. A service business to me means you don't need any money to do it. All you need is a customer. You know, and that's all you need. So if you have customers, now you're in business. So many people spend so much of their time looking for this magic pot of gold that's going to give them $50,000, be able to live on, be able to pay for everything, and get the fancy whatever they think they need to be in business, when they don't even know what they need to be in business because they're not in business yet. The only way you figure out what the hell you need to be in business is get into business. And one way to get into business is just provide a service to somebody, you know, and go look for customers. And for $5 you have a website and you're in business. You know, that's all you have to do. And we make life so complicated when it doesn't happen to be. Doesn't have to be. Now what? Oh, there we go. Okay, I see it now. Okay, man, how can I just get other money from the government? I'm a widow on a fixed income. I need to pay my mortgage to make jewelry. I make jewelry. I need to know something quick to help me. Okay, if it's a mortgage problem, it depends on the state. You know, I mean, the One Stop. You know, letsgo.com/One Stop. It shows you all the places, you know, to help you with mortgage, paying anything like that. That's why, you know, on the title of this is 327 grant sources. It's more than grant. It's services. It's making money like this on the side, whether you want to sell your jewelry. You know what platforms are good, how to get, how the government buys jewelry too, and how to get that done for free, and all this kind of stuff. But more importantly, also to take care of the mortgage. There are places, now I think a good place to start if you don't have my stuff is to go to Google HUD Counselor, H-U-D Counselors. What benefits you the most, Matthew, when people watch you on Periscope, Facebook? What benefits the most, no matter where you're watching, if you buy some, that's what benefits the most. Or that you can take my information, even for free, and do something with it, and to improve your life. So I don't really care. See, to me, this is just a vehicle. I don't get money for any of these things. Just by being on the air, no one's paying me. I mean, if Facebook was paying me for something, but even the little money, because I don't have big numbers, that I really get from ads that are hooked onto this stuff, it's not really that meaningful to me. Thank you all so much for your advice. Oh, Bessie, thank you. Deborah, plus calling 211 can guide you, Bessie. That's right. Okay. Oh, so HUD counseling, you get a directory there, and make sure it's .gov, HUD counseling, put that in Google, see .gov, or just go to HUD.gov, and you can put in counseling there and find out, a counseling. HUD counselors are professional, financial analysts, and particularly that are there to save your home and to get you out of debt and things like that. So that's one of the great sources we have. Now there are other sources probably in your state and local areas too, but that's a good place to start. And that's the important thing. And don't forget, anything I give you, on this kind of thing, it's just one. I mean, the reports I do will have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sources in it that all have potential to help that problem. So what I'm trying to do is give you one, so you get a start. I am Chicago, Illinois, so I don't have 211. They call 311. That's it. I think that's what they do. And if that doesn't work, Bessie, what to do is contact your local library. Your local library, the reference librarians, they've handled those questions before, and they will know where locally, for you to start getting help. But the most important thing is, no matter when you get that first stop, and going for help, and they say no, that is just your beginning. You cannot stop. You cannot stop at all. And if you stop, then you're out of the game, and you'll never solve your problem. The thing about solving problems in life is like anything else. Dating or whatever, you have to date a whole bunch of idiots before you get the right one. Finding money or help, you gotta, librarians know where to get the answer. Yes, Deborah, you're right. And people forget we have these librarians ever since the computer came. Well, you do have a congressman, yes, and a congressman too, Betsy, as Naima says. By the way, somebody's setting up for me, one of you nice people, on Facebook. What is it now? A place where you guys could talk to each other and share. I guess that's a group. I don't know Facebook stuff that well, so I'm not really positive all this. Let's see. I wonder if I could find it easily. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I want to give you if I could find it easily. Who was it? Gosh. Oh, real sweet guy was set up a site for me. Why I'm such an idiot. Gosh. Okay, it's Facebook. Let's see what comes up in my com, and then Lesco or something, or free money login, student catalog, no more. Let me try the other computer. Maybe I did it there. I'm hoping something will come up. Free money news, free money. Well, I'll have it soon, but it'll be a place where, particularly you guys, when I'm not around or answering questions, could answer each other questions. Put up questions. People ask it, like you're doing right now. Naima's giving help to Bessie, and Deborah is too, and all these kinds of things. So now we'll have a place that we could share information, because I think that's the power in all this stuff. So people, what we'll do this. Thank you, and I will do that. Okay, thank you, Bessie. That's good. Yeah, that is the group. Yeah, it's going to be a group thing. God, I know there's it's a Q&A, help Q&A, or Let's Go Fans. Maybe that was something like that with my name in it. God, I forget. Oh, I just lost everything there. God, what is... Oh, why don't you come up? Come on, baby. Come on, baby. I'll have it for you next time. You know, so we know what it is. But also, so back on the pet thing. See, I mean, that's a business you could start, you know, and that's why, to me, what's growing in our country now is personal services, you know. And you know, providing a personal service to somebody else that doesn't have the time for it or doesn't do it as well as you do or whatever, that's a growth industry in our country. You know, and just like it is for you know, people are outsourcing their lives is really what it boils down to. We have to work so hard that we don't have time. We need experts to help us with the rest of our lives. You know? So that's why if you have things that you like to do, whether it's put on parties or taking care of pets or all this kind of stuff, and like I say, I have a downloaded ebook. I forget what it is, like, you know, $19. It shows you all those sources, and I have data in there that shows you the growth of this and all the platforms where you can set up and try this for free. Because people also don't want to take their stuff. It's sort of like using Airbnb is more friendly, you know, than going to a cold hotel. All they're interested in your money. You know, if you're dropping your dog off to some nice lady in an apartment or something that loves pets, you know, you feel a lot more comfortable and that your dog is going to be better taken care of. Adjustment, let's go. Not possible to comment on Periscope. Oh, I have to do something on my settings? Oh, I was wondering what happened there. So what do I do, Periscopies? Log into comment. Oh, that's me. Is there something I should do? Get the app. Oh, maybe I didn't. Yeah. Oh, let's see. God. I say, yeah. I want Periscopers to log in. Come on, why aren't you? Oh no, it says I have that, but it doesn't have me logged in. Okay, log in. That's probably why I'm there as a. But it wants me, maybe on Twitter, that wants me to log in with. I forget which one of these they all want me to. Yeah, that looks like maybe it. Thanks for telling me, Periscope. Now, if redirecting you back to the application. This may take a few moments. Okay. Okay, logging you in now. Okay. I guess it's looking for me in the globe now as it's going in, because Periscope has this thing that they show you where you are with an existing. Damn. I cut it off, I think. Okay, redirect me back. You can't revoke. No, I don't want to revoke. I want to log in. Log me in. Well, how did I do it? I must have been logged in because I'm on Periscope doing this. Logging you in now. Now that doesn't sound right, does it? Why? But you guys are right, because I don't see any of the messages that I usually see from you guys. God, what am I doing? Who do I... That's not fair. God. Explode the world by watching. Oh, come on, Twitter, come on. Come on, Periscope, I mean, come on. Why are they doing that? Boys, well, I tell you what, Periscope, I don't know, besides I go, you can revoke access to any application at this time by authorizing the application. Now it says big OK, logging you in now, and then it doesn't do anything. Why is that? Maybe I have to log out of that, because I'm logged in on my phone, and it's been 15 minutes, but yeah, to not get a comment from Periscope people, that means something's really bad. Gosh, what did I do wrong? But the Periscope people can't even tell me what I did wrong, can you? Why don't you go on one of the other ones? Tell me. Go on YouTube and tell me. Bessie, okay, ask someone on this chat to help you. Yeah, okay, Deborah. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm going to do it all the time. I just do it there. Let's see, maybe somebody on Facebook got me covered there. Let's see. Let's see if somebody on Facebook said that. No, they don't care about Periscope people. I just really, I didn't take a picture with you. I always tell people on Facebook to come over. Yeah, they think you're lying, don't they now? What is this little camera for on Facebook? My camera or what? Okay, now back, okay, I'm sorry. Periscope folks, I got to fix that afterwards because otherwise I'm going to have to take, sign you all back in again. Oh. Anyway, so let's go back with this book. WAG fetches $300 million. I mean, that's it. Where is the thing? If you're stuck in your head from 5 years ago, 3 years, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and that's why if you're over 30 or 40 years old, man, who would have think that somebody could get $300 million for something that helps people walk dogs? Wow. And that's for the business of walking dogs. See, this is just an app for people who want to be in business for walking dogs. So somebody believes that this is growing so much that investing $300 million in helping people be in business to walk dogs. Now that has to be a growth stuff, right? Let's see, where else are we? Oh, about the populist revolt. I was reading about because Trump, is a populist candidate, is what they call him. And this is happening all around the world. And there's a graph here of what's happening because it was mostly old stodgies, like the Republicans and the Democrats, okay? Now the populist people, see this graph, you can see it, it's going up. So all the way around the world, at least in democracies, that went from like 2 or 3% back in '76 to up to almost 25% of the voting is for a populist candidate. So that's what's growing a lot. And a lot of these populist candidates are about immigration and immigrants coming to the country, and we don't want them because they're taking the cars, taking the jobs, and they say all kind of other things. But that's, what people are, I guess, fearful of is more people or strangers and things like that. But this article today is really that the popular revolt, what they're going to start revolting about, because you're worried about people taking your jobs, it's the computers, it's the robots going to take your jobs. So it's going to be the same thing, but it can't be, you can't put a face on it, you can't do anything with immigration. They say by 2024, artificial intelligence could eliminate 76 jobs driving heavy tractor trailers. 76,000 jobs. 76,000 jobs, because we're going to have self-driving cars. I don't know about you, but 5 years ago, would you ever think that happened? Would you ever think marijuana would be legal in half the states? You ever think that people could marry, any kind of sex they want or whatever? It's just changing. But here, these people are going to 76,000 jobs. Similarly, he expects artificial intelligence to wipe out 210 assembler jobs and fabrication jobs, people manufacturing, making stuff. This is like Carrier, where Trump said he's going to save the jobs. They just fired people there. And there was a story on the radio about this woman who, took Trump to heart when he came up and said he's going to save the job, and she got fired in a few months after that. And he said, "No, they just threw me under the rug." Okay, so 210,000 assembler jobs and fabricator jobs, and 260,000 customer service jobs. There's a lot of research going on now about how many jobs we're losing and what kind of jobs, okay? These may not be big numbers, but they are hitting communities that expressed their contempt for the status quo in 2016. White men and women without a 4-year degree accounted for just half of Trump's voters. You know, and it was only about a fifth of Hillary's voters. So they're getting hurt without a degree, without some kind of skill, you know, that's happening for the future. And that's why the only thing I heard in Trump's speech last night that was interesting to me was he was talking about setting up vocational schools again. And this is what we need. We all rush to get a degree. We're getting all this student debt and a degree and making lattes at Starbucks, you know. And it's skills, you know. It's for jobs, you know, whatever. I mean, education isn't bad, but if you want jobs, you have to be careful. And that's why these skills. So that's what when he talks about. Why do I keep forgetting these names? Vocational schools, you know, Voc Tech, we used to call it, yeah. And actually, when I was in high school too, people went to Voc Tech made a hell of a lot more money than me after high school than I did probably for 10, 15 years, because at that time you could go into manufacturing and make 100 grand, you know, in a good factory job with just a high school diploma. Well, there's now skills like that you could do without, you know, getting a degree, and that's getting a skill. So that's why we have apprenticeship jobs. So now he's talking about investing in vocational school. It's the same thing. I mean, we're going to call those things other things now because it's, you know, 50 years difference, yeah, and that's important. So now, I mean, for vocational schools, I mean, or apprenticeship programs, they have them for everything. You'd think you have to be a pipe fitter or one of those kinds of things, but no. I mean, you could be a chef and be, you know, get a training skill like that, you know, an apprenticeship, or you know, fashion design, all kinds of things that they're doing, you know, teaching people skills. And when you do things like this, whether it's you know, even in building, you know, things, I mean, you don't have to pay to learn. They pay you to learn. And so what it usually happens is you're working for 4 days and you're learning in a classroom for 1 day. And the companies pay for all that. You get it all paid for. And that's what's cool. So you have no student debt when you graduate. You know, so it takes a few years in these things to get through because they're, you know, complicated things to learn. And when you graduate, you're making good money, but still you're making a living while you're learning and no debt. Man, so you graduate, make a living, and now these jobs are going up to, you know, like in building stuff, you know, in our society, people making 100 grand a year easily nowadays. So, you know, that's 6 figures with no college degree or whatever, but that kind of training and skill. And there's a lot of even IT stuff like that and everything. Now, how do you find out about that? You know, a good place to start is in your what's called workforce development. Workforce development centers, and they're in every county. Make sure you look for .gov. That's what you want, is only .gov, nothing else. And that's what I put in my one-stop books, you know, for the whole, for your state, you know. I have all that stuff. So if you don't want to do the research, I've done it for you. Letsgo.com/ oh, I forgot to turn this around for our, oh no, oh yeah, maybe here. Where did it? Okay. Can we do it? Can we do it? Yeah. Okay. Letsgo.com/ one stop. That's where I have the state-by-state listings. So for your state, you get all those websites in there. But that's just one of 300-400 websites you get for places of money and help to do almost anything you want to do in life. Or while you're doing something else. See, that's another thing. While you're starting that dog walker business or a personal business of some kind that you want to sell, you know, and make income. And if it's something you like, maybe you love decorating cakes. Maybe you love just candles or something like that. And you could be the candle person who gets candles for your wedding or something like that. And you become an expert at that. And all you're doing is selling your expertise, your time, and you love doing that anyway. So that's why, to me, it is, you know, if you find something in life you love doing and could also figure out how to get paid for it, that's perfect life to me. Because then you're waking up every day, can't wait to do the things you're, like if you love playing golf and somebody said, well, you're good enough to be a professional golfer, so you could play golf all day and make a lot of money. So there's other things. Don't have to be golf where people make millions of dollars. You can make 50 and 100 grand a year just in the candle business if you want or whatever. And with no overhead and working at home and all this, so you have control of your life. You take care of your family. You do all this other kind of stuff. Without a big schmagegi, and you don't have to go out and find a $100,000 grant to do all this stuff because it doesn't take that. But you do have to find out how to live, and that's why these other programs could help you do that. And other things were to make money quickly. I mean, these things like I think it's called gig shift, where they need people like to hang at parties and to serve things at parties or whatever. And so last minute they just put things on an app. Hey, anybody want to make 50 to 100 bucks, tonight, doing something? You look, yeah, that sounds good. I'll do it. It's not far. And you go make that kind of money, easily. So that's the kind of society we live in. We could do all that kind of stuff. So I see we're losing people, and I'm sorry about Periscope, but anybody have any questions? Because I think I'm going to go back and do some research. I want to tell you about those couple of things I saw today in the paper. How are you buffering a lot tonight? This is happening to everyone else. Oh, really? Is that what's going on Periscope? We heard from some users that they're not seeing chat in broadcast, and they're looking into it right now. Oh, thank you, Deborah. So it's not just me. That's why I couldn't understand, because if I'm broadcasting on Periscope, then I have to be logged in. I'm looking for help to pay my mortgage and live on a fixed income. Is it pretty hard? It is pretty hard on me, and I'm going through a hardship. Yeah, well, that one-stop thing, that's the best research I've done, in my life, I think, Bessie, and it has everything where you live. I do it for your state. I have about 30 states done already, or 25, something like that. And if your state isn't there, then it'll take me about 2 weeks to do it. And that's the biggest collection. Just giving you one stop or one place, like I am here, or whatever, that's not really enough to carry you through, because most things are going to take more than that. So you have to have other places to go and start learning that system. And that's what my reports do, because most of them they're full of videos. I mean, you get 50 to 100 videos in these things, explaining all these sources to you. It takes effort. If you think, and I'm going to do a show soon that will say something like why my stuff doesn't work. And it won't work for a lot of people because it takes effort. So if you're not willing to do the effort or whatever and follow it through, and then even still, there may not be a guarantee. There's no guarantees for anything. And it's not easy. We all want to, and I'm sure I'm part to blame trying to make it sound like it's easy, but in theory it's not. And that's why it has to be a problem you really want to solve. And if you think it's going to be real easy, it probably won't. Maybe, but it probably will. I'll catch the replay tomorrow. Good night. Okay, Ron, thank you. So, yes, a lot of buffering. Okay, so everybody's buffering. So why don't we do this another night, guys, okay? Because I got actually a 10 o'clock call thing to do to help somebody on letsgo.com/talk. So if you want to talk to me one-on-one, it's $1 a minute, letsgo.com talk. And happy to help you. Boy, I helped about 4 women last night on a joint talk. It was fun. Yeah, I mean, we're all struggling in life, and I just look at things differently and see things differently. I've been thinking that way for my whole adult life after everything else I was trying to do like everybody else told me. It didn't work for me, and I failed. So that's why I think, we all have to have part of that in us to realize that what everybody else tells us to do is probably not going to work, and we have to look at things a little crooked and find other ways to solve that problem. You don't keep beating something, you don't keep banging your head against the wall and thinking it's going to be better. No, you stop and think of another way to solve that problem. Okay, so letsgo.com/one-stop. 327 sources of government programs and all kinds of other money sources. Best work of my life. And I hope you take a look at that. And letsgo.com/talk. and also just lesco.com. I mean, that's a database, and we help you find things there too. I have a lot of buffering. Okay, okay, Bessie, I'm gonna go. Goodbye, Joe.